At you right now?
Yeah, well, look at the camera. If you
Got
look
it.
at the camera, you're looking at the people. Hello, lovely tappers. Hi, One Tap Mindset peeps. This is Rita Wood and Leslie. I'm coming to you live for the purpose of the reading club. So we have a reading club that was generated by a couple of us that were excited about exploring some of the brain training books from our training. So those books were Monsters and Magical Sticks, NLP, MindWorks, NLP, the brain, the user's manual for the brain, which was pretty in depth and very detailed. I loved every minute of it. And so we're just going to come and give you some updates. We have some new launches of new books and new times and new links. So for you guys who want to participate, those are what we're going to be sharing with you today. So which one do you want to start with, Leslie?
Well, I wanted to tell you, say that one of the most important thing that you've said, actually, besides all the stuff that we're doing, it's not just reading, because what we do is stop. If somebody has a question, if there are some issues that we don't know about that we want to help each other understand, and that's what makes these books alive for us. Rather than just sitting in our homes, reading by ourselves, it's a little hard to slog through sometimes. Right?
Good
So
word.
we're doing this all together. Yes.
Yes. So the number one thing we're going to do is we're going to complete MindWorks NLP, and that's we've been hosting those on Saturdays
Mhm.
at I don't know what time, whatever time.
At 9:30 Central Time. This is the book.
Yep, that's the book. So we're going to be completing the last few chapters and pages of that.
Yep.
That's at 9:30 a.m. So we're going to complete that, and we're not going to restart that maybe till another session or until we get people on the wait list that are excited to participate in that.
Right.
Okay.
And we're going to introduce at that time also
Oh yeah.
this book. I hope you can see it. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. Maybe a lot of you have been subject to him already. He's got a lot of videos out. And the subtitle here is How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. It's a great book.
Yes, and that book's going to start the following Saturday. So it's a new book, and the new time is at 3 p.m. Central.
Yes.
And you're going to get a new link with that. So what I'll do is I'll create an event inside One Tap Mindset with the links and the times. So if it's something that inspires you, or maybe you need a little pick me up, or maybe you need a little connecting with us, or maybe you want to just give, and you can come in by giving and reading, and you can read with us.
Yes.
And so any questions, anything else about the book?
No, but thank you for mentioning other people can read too. I do a lot of the reading, but if you enjoy reading out loud, more than welcome to do that, because hearing different voices really helps us to anchor the stuff that we're learning. Great.
Very good. Okay, so and then Saturday we're going to Sunday, round three of Monsters and Magical Sticks. And what Leslie was talking about earlier about the books come alive, I feel like this book, after the third run, after rereading it 3 times, it literally is alive. And it's so much fun to test the exercises, experiment, explore. You can also be the one that leads us into one of the exercises, because there's a lot of things that we can apply right away.
Yep.
Anything else on that, Miss Leslie?
I don't have anything else. No.
It's
No.
going to be the same link, the same time,
Yep.
and the same book. And so that is Monsters and Magical Sticks on Sunday at 10 a.m.
Central Time.
Central.
Yep.
10 a.m. Central. And we just go for about an hour, so
Yep.
we will read, and we might read like 1 page or 2 pages or a paragraph, and really slow it down and sink into that. So we're not about just reading it. We'd like to be well-rounded because this is our community, and this is where we support each other with whatever's going on in life. And anything on that one?
Well, the other part is what we're doing is taking it out of the thinking part and doing it to the applying part. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Good point. Good point. Okay, the fourth thing is that we have been reading The Path of Least Resistance by Robert Fritz. And this book is innovating in the way that we really focus on the end result, the desired outcome. We become creators. I know that in our training, we fix, but also it's important to train our clients to start creating and creating so we don't get stuck in the loop of fixing, but we can we can be able to move into the creation part. So
Right.
we're reading that book, and I don't know where we're at with that.
Right now we are on chapter 14 in the creative process. So we're almost done with this book as well, but this is another one of those books where it's really important, I think, to read it a couple of times. It doesn't hurt because you see something new every time. And what's great about this book is again, it's getting us out of our heads and into our own experiences. And it's giving a great perspective on how important those experiences are, and working with feelings and our imagination. Very powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the other cool part about what we do is that we want to create, we want to have desired outcomes, we want to fulfill that what is important to us. And the way you choose it is so imperative. And this is what he talks about, how we actually make choices. We make choices out of default, out of anger, out of resentment. We make choices out of, this is the only choice I have is have no choice. And so it really stretches our brain and our conscious and unconscious stories of what we're saying. And then we have the tool of tapping. So then we just, if it's bothering us or we're resisting, then we just tap. So it allows us to even go further and further into our growth and development of creating. So that is going to be on Sundays after Monsters and Magical Sticks. And that starts at 11 o'clock. Same, we don't even get off the call. We just go, we take care of our needs, come back with our hot coffee, hot tea, iced tea, whatever it is, and we start the path. So that starts at 11 on Sundays.
Yes.
After Monsters and Magical Sticks.
Yeah. And let me add one more thing about the Pathbook, which I think is really important. It also helps take the fear out of fear. It sort of says, we're going to be moving into something new. It may not feel comfortable, but it's natural and it's a good sign. So being unafraid and saying, okay, I can be afraid and take the steps that I want to take anyway. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great concept, great mindset, and when you wrap your brain around that, it just allows for more. Okay,
Yes.
The fifth thing, and I think it's our last one.
I think so too.
Thanks for holding on, and if it's okay, we will continue here. So and I will post the links in there inside the chat also, and also I will, like I said, did the events.
Yeah.
Now this one here was shared to us by one of our friends, Bella, and it's called Frogs into Princes, and this is a neuro-linguistic programming. I don't know when it came out, in the 70s, the 80s, but it's Bandler. Who's the
Adler and Grinder are the people that put this together. This was actually in the late 1970s. And this is, I think the most useful thing to do when you're listening to this is pretending you're in class, because this is basically just a transcript of the early classes of neuro-linguistic programming.
Yeah.
And it has to do with language. It has to do with changing our minds. It has to do with listening. It has to do with how we access our brains. And we can hear it if we pretend we're students listening to this text.
And I think also, Leslie, what I really liked about that part is it's really deep, unconscious work. Like I'm getting chills right now. We're really speaking to the unconscious. So if you're a brain trainer and you want us to really, as a level 4 practitioner, we know that it's all programming. We know that we can make changes faster for our clients because of the mindset that we're working with the smarter part of you, with the fastest part of you, the part that if you can tap into, you can make quicker changes because your client's brain is doing it, the subconscious is doing it, and we're creating change faster. So this one's going to be really fun. So that's going to be on Thursdays.
Yep.
Okay. This is Thursday at 4:30 Central. 4:30 Central, and you're going to have a new link. And it's on Thursdays, and this is probably best for upper level practitioners. But if you want to challenge yourself and practice, come on in, and you will be well received.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything else, Ms. Leslie?
What I'm wondering is, in fact, we should check this out. This is an old book. I've had this for some time. So in fact, we should see, there's a possibility that you may not be able to get the book, but it's okay because, again, the reading, as you are pretending that you're a student in the classroom, that's what this is about. So listening to it will be as powerful as reading it, I think, in this time, because it's going to be out loud and with the rest of us.
Yeah, if I'm on the call, I do have the PDF.
Yeah.
If we share screens, for those of you who don't have the book, don't let that stop you.
Yes.
Yeah, so even though you don't have that,
That's a good point.
you will read it.
All right.
If you guys have any questions, you guys please reach out to Leslie. She's good about replying back. And I am posting some of the links there for the Sunday Path of Least Resistance, for the what else? What else do I need to give you guys?
I think that's it, because it's going to be on Onetapmindset.
Yep, monsters, and it's also inside the call right now. Oops. Where are we? Okay. Okay, well, I am complete.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. Any questions, we're happy to field, and you can anticipate a lot of good learning and fun, actually, as it's happening.
Yes, very good.